They used a lot of dirty tricks, but we stayed the course. We ran a race that you can be proud of.
A stinging defeat for Congressman Thomas Massie. His supporters came to what they hoped would be a victory party. It has turned into anything but that. An overwhelming win from President Trump, who's trying to enact revenge and retribution on Republicans who stand against him. Thomas Massie was at the top of that list.
We won the Massie thing. He was a bad guy. He deserves to lose.
An overwhelming amount of money was spent here in the district, more than $30 million, one of the most expensive House races ever to take down Thomas Massie, and that is exactly what has happened.
Why did the race get so expensive? Because they decided to buy the seat. For 14 years, those SOBs in Washington tried to buy my vote. They couldn't buy it.
It was a pretty convincing showing across the suburban counties here in northern Kentucky. The only county, at least in the early counting, that was showing well for Massie was his home county of Lewis. He closed his campaign there on Monday night in the town of Vanceburg. He said that President Trump was panicked. That's why they were spending so much money. Of course, that is not the case. The question now, what does the congressman do next? For the next 6 months, he holds his seat in Congress. That is something that President Trump cannot take away from him. After that, we shall see. One thing he cannot do is run for office as an independent in this race for the general election, because Kentucky has sore loser laws. That means the defeated candidate cannot run again, and Massie told me on the eve of the election he believes that's good. He said he would have no plans to do so. But the question is how he responds to this over the next 6 months in Congress and what he does to the president and the Republican majority.